G'day fellow known experts. I have a Brother MFC-J4510DW multifunction printer, scanner, copier, and it uses 3 colors plus black ink cartridges, and obviously they keep running out. Original cartridges are expensive. I've been buying compatible aftermarket cartridges. They work fine. Obviously manufacturers always tell you that you shouldn't use them, but I don't see the real reason why not, besides the printer's out of warranty anyway, so I can't say anything about that. But every time you replace your cartridge, you have to chuck it out. They all go to landfill. And there's also another reason why I've decided to go to refilling my cartridges, which is what this is about, and that is that it's cheaper. So these are the Printec cartridges that I've been using until now. I've saved the empty ones. And I've got a set of 4 100ml refill ink bottles. That's what they look like, and they come with a set of 4 syringes, which also include, let's have a look and see if I can open this thing. They include the long, well, I guess you'd call them nozzles, syringe actually, the actual needles. Here we go, that's them. I think that is gloves, but I have my own, which I bought from a chemist. I bought a packet of 100 gloves. They're those Nitril examination gloves. My size, the extra large, are a little bit harder to find for some reason. The large and medium and small are cheap as chips. Anyway, the other thing you need to do this is a chip resetter, and a chip resetter looks like this. It's a little gadget with 3 pins right there that you can to zero the count basically on your cartridge. So what happens is, if you just refill your cartridge and you plug it into your printer, the printer says it's an old cartridge, it doesn't recognize that it's full. So you need to reset that counter. My suspicion is that there's no real reason apart from the fact that it forces you to buy, whether you've refilled it or not, it's just going to force you to buy another cartridge. The ink, I bought it a little while back. I bought it about a year ago. I just haven't, because I had spare cartridges. I've been getting through them, so I haven't really refilled. Full disclosure, I've done this once, I think with the blue, but the ink cost me something like 20 bucks, I think, the whole set, the 4 inks, the syringes, the wonderful glove. The chip resetter, I think it was about 35 bucks. I bought it from memory from Ink Station, I think it was. The ink just came from eBay. The way I looked it up was the model of the printer, choose your own, and I put in refill ink or something like that, and you know, different ones came up. I always buy what's located in Australia, just because I think it's easier to track. And I chose the cheapest one, because at the end of the day, ink is ink. I mean, these guys are buying a 20-litre drum and filling little bottles. I don't know what they're doing, but the ink's going to be the same. And everything comes from China anyway, so that's not an issue. Okay, so let's get into it. Like I say, I have done this once before, a while back, a few months. It worked. The thing is that I've lost the instructions for the resetter, for the chip resetter. So I'm hoping like hell that this is going to work. From memory, you had to reset the cartridge before you refilled it. I'm not sure why, but the instructions said do this before refilling. No idea. But so because I'm a very obedient little boy, let's go through that. Where was the there's the contact right there, and all you do is, there's two little lugs there and there's another one here, right? Let's see if we can give you a better view of that. And you basically just line everything up. Which way does it go? That way? No. Why don't I put my glasses on so I can see better? That's the way. So this goes on the side of the cartridge, right? And those three pins are going to line up with the three contacts. And then what you need to do is push, and you can see that the light's gone green. I think we're done. I hope we're done. I think there was something about if the light doesn't go green, then you need to do it again. Make sure you're making good contact. Okay, and now on to the messy part. It's not really messy, but I'm going to put the gloves on anyway, which is, let's see if we can line all this up, make it all happen. Okay, get that out of the way. Right, so we need a syringe and we need a needle, and that just goes on there. Now there was something about pressing something down. So I'm going to use another needle for this. You need to press this thing down. That is where the ink's going to go in, right? But this needs to be pressed down. Oh, that's not it.
Maybe it was the spring in here. I want to try this. So this is the yellow.
Which is right here. And I can't quite remember. I think it might be about 10 mil, but okay. Oh yeah, wasn't I talking about the gloves? You can see that this is not rehearsed. Alright. So let's stand him up there. And we'll push that down and Nope, that didn't like it. That's not the way it goes. There's something you need to press.
I can't work out what it was. It's not that. I don't know what it is. Nope. Nope, that's just going to stuff it. It doesn't go down.
Okay. Right, so all I had to do was basically put the needle in that little hole there, the filler hole, and feel around until it actually goes in. Right, there's no pushing, it was just feeling around until it slipped in, and now slowly I'm pushing in the plunger, and I hope you can see there that the ink is filling up in the, let's say, the reservoir, for lack of a better word. Maybe I can get a little bit more in there. You know, I don't think there's a reason why you don't want to, well, you obviously don't want to overfill, and that's because it's just going to piss out, isn't it? Okay, so with any luck, that is all we need to do. Let's see if we can get another one happening.
A little bit more, this is blue. Let's try the black. That's the black that could run out too. Where are we? No, this red colour, which is known as, what is it, magenta? Why does this look full? This looks like it's actually filled. No. Oh no, it's empty. Okay.
So let's get the appropriate colour. We'll get a new syringe. Okay, and let's try this again. There we go, that's gone in, and slowly I can't see any ink in there. I don't know where the hell it's going. Oh yeah, there it is there. Okay. Yeah, alright. Okay. Whoop. Oh, that's right. That's what I didn't do. Which is so let's try this the other way and see if it actually does work. I've refilled first. I've just put ink all over my fingers because I've taken the gloves off, and now I'll have to be very careful with what I touch. Okay, so here we go. We line it all up. Press, flashes red, and there it is green. I think we're done. Yeah. Okay. And now let's wipe the rag and clean fingers. Give things a wipe. I could not have found a filthier rag anywhere. That's what happens when you work in a garage. Right. Careful not to touch the contacts with anything that okay, part 2. Let's see if we can get this ink cartridge replaced. I'll show you. Alright, that's just the ink cover opening. Click that, releases and it tells you the magenta or magenta. I don't know why they didn't call it red. Okay, so I'm trying to do this one-handed. Hold the phone with the other hand. Try not to touch anything. Okay, close the ink cover. Did you change it? Yes, I did. And it likes it. Look at that. It's showing the full. I'm not sure if we can print a test page from here. I've never tried it.
From here, let's see what all settings. Wait a setting for it. Print report. User settings. No, that wasn't it. From here. Ink, fax preview, plain paper, or settings. No. Test print. Oh, maybe. Print quality. Yeah, why not? Wow, it takes a while, doesn't it?
And here we go. So yeah, mission accomplished. I'll just show that again. Here we go. Yeah, it's printed all the colors. So that magenta, whatever it's called, worked fine. So yeah, just summarizing, you reset your chip. We've just proven that it doesn't matter whether you do it before or after refilling the ink. The needle needs to go into the fill hole. It kind of works like a little valve, so you have to feel around until the needle actually goes in all the way to the end, but don't push. So there's about 3/4 of the way in, there was a like it hit something, and then I felt around until it slid in the rest of the way. Don't push, don't force your plunger, don't like slam it down. Go slowly, because the air needs to get out. So yeah, it takes less than a minute, as you saw. And that's all. And obviously wear gloves and keep something handy, which I didn't do this time, so this is what I've ended up with. Red fingers. Because if you have the slightest accident, don't do it on, don't do it on the good furniture. I did it in the garage on a little plastic table, and I covered it in paper. If it's a garage table or your workbench, you may not care, but don't do it where the missus is going to fly off the deep end because you've put an ink stain on the oak dining table. And that's pretty much. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, see you soon.